The way Donald Trump built his base is exactly the same language and themes that recruiters for white supremacist groups and Al-Qaeda and ISIS use. And hear me out. What I mean by that is that they're all about grievances. That's the first step. There's more to it, and it all matches up. That's what's scary. The first thing they do is grievances. Was a former white supremacist there who talked about his experience, and that his grievance was felt like he wasn't getting anywhere in society. People weren't treating him with respect, and he had dreams of greatness. Everyone has their own grievances. We've seen Donald Trump play on that victimhood mentality. So first, Donald Trump reaches out to a base of people, many who feel they've lost their way, that their life really hasn't worked out the way they wanted. And I have complete empathy and compassion for that. But Donald Trump made it seem like he was the remedy for their problems. Just like a white supremacist or an Al-Qaeda or ISIS recruiter will find someone who's lost their way, who's white or Muslim, and appeal to them, to their sense of self-worth, their sense of you deserve better, their sense of something is wrong, it's not your fault, it's someone else's fault, and their sense of appealing to them, saying you deserve to be involved in something bigger than yourself, something that gives you purpose, something that makes you great, like Make America Great. You could be part of that. And they did not mention Trump. As I listened to this playbook of recruiters who they appeal to the sense of victimhood of people and the need to feel a part of something bigger, I realized that Trump is not an idiot. He's not a moron. I don't think he read white supremacist playbooks. He may have. I think he understands people. And there's one other thing these recruiters did. They played on identity. That's the big thing. So it's grievances they appeal to. Then they offer them to be involved in something greater than themselves, something to make them feel like their life means something. And third, identity. In the case of ISIS, it's Muslims. In the case of white supremacists, it's your white faith, your whiteness, your race. What did Donald Trump do? He did both. He appealed to the whiteness of people and their religion, making Christianity the recruiting tool, and religion's a very powerful recruiting tool. So Donald Trump did that. And Donald Trump's devotion by his base transcends the GOP. And some of the GOP members don't get it. Why am I get primaried? I'm a real conservative. I disagree with Trump once and they come after me. I saw one of the Fox News guys, the business guy, saying, I said one thing about Trump and I got attacked by his followers because they're not getting this is not a Republican thing. Their allegiance, their loyalty is to Donald Trump. It is not the GOP. It is Trump's gang or Trump's clan. And that's what it is. It's tribal. And as opposed to the real Klan where you wear a white hood and you might go to a rally and cheer white power, at Trump rallies, you wear a red hat and you cheer things like lock her up together. And you're bonding these people. Is Trump understanding that? I think he is. He understands the power of uniting people by grievance, by promises of greatness, and by using their identity. This is exactly the 3 points used by ISIS and white supremacist recruiters. And I'm not exaggerating in any bit. This is something I've been learning before, but yesterday was a full day, like 12 hours of going through this. And some might say, well, Donald Trump never urges his supporters to commit acts of violence like an ISIS or an Al-Qaeda recruiter would, or a white supremacist would. Well, I'll just tell you, listen to this, clip number 3.
I don't know if I'll do the fighting myself or if other people will.
Maybe he should have been roughed up because it was absolutely disgusting what he was doing.
If you see somebody getting ready to throw a tomato, knock the crap out of them, would you? Seriously. I'd like to punch him in the face, I'll tell you.
And the clips go on and on. You've heard them. I want you to play a little bit here. The passion in his supporters, it can't be understood politically anymore. I think it can only be understood by those who work in the field of extremism, because that's what we're dealing with here. And that's why Donald Trump, who was a Republican, and the Republicans are all about free trade. That's one of their big things, right? Well, Donald Trump went against free trade. And the GOP, who love him, didn't care anymore. Like, well, we don't care. Sure, we're for tariffs now. Anything he says, they're for. Because this is not about politics. This is beyond a cult of personality. This is extremism. And what happens is And I've seen it. I'll give you an example today, something that happened online with me, with his base. And I've seen this before. When you attack Donald Trump, you're not attacking a politician to them. You're attacking someone who they feel personally connected to. You're actually, in their view, attacking their self-worth. You're attacking them. But you're attacking their self-worth because many of them, things have not worked out. And Donald Trump gave them a sense of dignity, a sense of feeling better about themselves, and a sense of self-worth. So when you attack Trump or say Trump's going to fail or not do well, you're not attacking the GOP leader. You're not even attacking the president. You're attacking them. And that's what makes it so remarkable. George Bush didn't have this. President Obama, they said cult of personality. He didn't have this. We've not seen this in modern day.